another episode of Dad Can We Talk. I'm your host, Anthony Ray, and this is the first episode of 2021, man. So for all of my listeners out there, hey, praise the Lord. We made it to another year.
Amen.
We still breathing, we still living.
Yes.
We gotta take every day for granted. We gotta cherish every day.
Amen.
Can't take not one day for granted.
Yes.
Because every day that we're living, that's another opportunity for us to get it right.
True,
So for all my fathers out there, man, y'all continue to keep y'all head up, man.
Please.
Dad Can We Talk is pushing this year, man. We coming up on 1 year of Dad Can We Talk. Next month will be 1 full year, man. So it feels good. It feels really good, man. But today, this one right here is, man, I've been waiting to get my OG on here for a minute, man.
Thank you, God.
This is a man that I totally respect. Everything about him.
Thank you.
And I've just been really waiting to soak up this knowledge and this wisdom from this man for a minute. So I want to welcome to the show for y'all today, man, Mr. Larry Williams.
Thank you.
How you
Thank
doing,
you.
huh?
I'm doing good, and thank you for having me. I'm just excited to be in your presence for what you do, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this is something that you built from the ground up.
Yeah.
And I saw it where you was talking about nominating for the Dad Can We Talk winner, and I think you should be the first one because you originated this from the ground up. So my vote is for you, and thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate that,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Definitely appreciate that love, man. And one thing I always look at, I thank God for the examples that I see, throughout the community. Even though I didn't grow up with my dad,
Understand.
I did see a lot of other men out here being good examples, and I'm thankful to be able to see somebody like you, man. Somebody just that could be that example for other young men coming up behind you, man.
Sir.
So I definitely appreciate that, man, and I definitely keep that in consideration, man.
Yes, sir. Please.
Yes, sir. But I'm gonna get into it, man.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
My first question on Dad Can We Talk is always, what was your relationship like with your dad? I want to know about that experience.
Well, my dad, me and my dad, we was pretty good. But what happened was, at the age of 13, my mom and he decided to go their separate ways. So at the age of 13, that threw me into a little leadership role I knew I truly wasn't ready for.
Mm-hmm.
But I did have my uncle Elmore Bennett and Tony and cousin Ray and all of them to help me, but it still wasn't the fulfillment that I needed from him.
Yeah.
But he would still try to come by every now and then and see. But when a woman's scorned, how it is, sometimes they don't want your dad to be there and stuff like that. But that's how it was. But before he left here, we still was on the one, and I love my dad. Because without him, it would have been no me. So I'm grateful for that.
That's real, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's real. And it is, I like that you talked about that you did have other people. Can you talk a little more about that, about the other men that stepped up to help you? Even though, like you say, you didn't necessarily have your dad right there with you, but there were some other men that stepped up. Can you talk about those men that helped bring you up?
Yes, of course, Uncle Elmore Bennett, man, that was that was Dad. He had me wanting to change my name to Bennett.
Yeah.
And stuff because of the things that he instilled. He instilled work. If you don't get up, you don't eat, and stuff like that. I mean, he was just the man that I desired my father to be, even though he wasn't in the house and stuff. I mean, taught me how to cut grass. I mean, just the work ethic that I have today is mainly because of him. Then you got Larry Ivy, you got Mr. Nathaniel Douglas, you got CB Ivy. Those are my dad, Greenie Ray. Those men right there. You could always, when you're walking down the street, they always tell you, boy, pull your pants up.
All right.
They ain't wouldn't walk. Hey, boy, don't talk to that girl like that. Hey, if you're gonna be a man, and stuff like that. Those influences got me to be who I am today, and they never talk bad to a woman in front of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I can truly say. I never heard them talk bad to a woman in front of us. So that's where the respect came, and I think those gentlemen there, it mainly I got to give it to my Uncle Elmo though. That's my main man, peas in the pod, grease in the can, and all that.
Yeah.
That was my man right there. Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Man, it's just hearing you talk about that. I always think like, man, it's such a difference, I think, today
Yeah.
than what it was back then. Like you said, y'all had the men that would tell y'all, don't
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get on you.
It wasn't scared. It wasn't scared.
Wasn't scared about
Yeah.
it. Today it's just, I don't know, man. You know, it's different. You know, even early 2000s, late 90s,
Mhm.
you know, when I was growing up,
Yeah. Yeah.
we ain't really necessarily have that. And I think that y'all in y'all generation, when y'all were coming up, I think that was an advantage that y'all had.
Yes.
Because there was a respect factor,
Exactly.
you know, even almost like a fear.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we were
Yeah.
scared. We
Yeah.
were scared because man, them was some big men.
Yeah.
Your granddaddy Granny,
Yeah.
man, 6'4", about 270 pounds.
Yeah.
And that joker get out with them cowboy boots and a hat that big and get out of that 4-wheel drive. What I told y'all.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You straighten up.
Yeah.
Uncle Bennett didn't play all this. Uncle Bennett look at you and just, he used to like the one like grit his teeth like, boy, if I told you one time. That's it. That's it. You know, he's not, if you say something to the kids now, they want to jump on you, and then the parents want to jump on you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, back then we had a village to help raise us. See, it's but different. A village can help cultivate a lot of things. You can get a lot of stuff. You get fed nutrients. Man, if you out there trying to do everything on your own, you ain't gonna get nothing.
That's real.
And then that's what's happening today. Everybody want to do it on their own. We out here living these flawed lifestyle, man. You know we ain't no gangsters around here.
All right. Straight up.
You want to be a real gangster? Go up to New York. Go up to Chicago. Go down there to Miami, and they'll show you what gangster really about. Come on, man. We around here, kids killing kids, babies having babies still. So I mean, you can't say nothing to anybody these days. You got everybody involved because if you touch them, you go into 33.
Yeah.
If you say too much to them, then the mama wanna, hey, look, don't be saying this to this here, don't say this to that, and there's no respect factor. One thing when we was coming up, and when I was raising my two, my children mother always said, however you handle them right then, I'm gonna let you handle them, but behind closed doors, then we'll talk. Not in front of them.
Yeah.
Because that gives kids advantages. Because if one is giving them honey drops and honey drops and sugar, and then you start giving them lemons, who do you think they're gonna want to be around though?
Yeah.
Okay, that's my point right there.
And that's something that, you know, me and my wife, we try to really be conscious of, you know, because I know in the past, you know, we would kind of get into it in front of the kids and you know, and I even had to deal with myself on it, like, you know, she would be saying something to them, and then I'm like, no, don't.
Yep.
And it's like just learning that, man, I could have saved that for later.
Exactly.
You know, I could have saved that for 5 minutes later where it's just me and her, and we just kind of talk about that. And that's something that I've learned that, you know, just still trying to get better in that aspect, because like you say, and the kids do it.
They feed off of that.
Oh, they do it.
They feed off of that because, you know, if they see any kind of crack in your foundation, just like the devil, if he see any kind of crack in your foundation, what he gonna do? He coming. He coming. And guess what? He don't send nothing new.
That's real.
He don't say nothing new. What he do? He just beef it up a little bit, make it a little better, point him out.
Yeah.
He don't know.
Right.
He don't say nothing new now.
All right.
Ain't nothing new under the sun.
At all.
All they do, just like these old clothes. I got an old suit in the man, but I bring it out right now. Everybody say, man, wait, you just got that. Man, that thing about 30 years old.
Yeah.
But it's intact. See what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Okay. It's intact.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Man, for y'all parents out there listening, man, you know, that's, I would say take heed, you know, because there are a lot, we can't think these children, even when they're
Yes.
3, 4, 5 years old,
Mhm.
they know what they're doing.
Yes.
And they will use that to bring a wedge
Yes.
between
The family, the husband and the wife.
and it happens.
Exactly. It's so profound you said that, because so many marriages has been broken up by the child.
Yeah.
Because you always want to believe what they're saying. Okay, now, honey, when we got to the altar, we said, to death do us part, not do death do all us part.
Yeah.
Death do us part, for better or for worse, through sickness and in health.
Yes, sir.
Them the vows we took. Now, if all 4 or 5 of us were going to be in there, we would have had a massive ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Straight up.
See, so it said, it's a man shall leave his father and mother and cleave unto his wife.
Yeah.
He said nothing about all the rest of the family members.
Yeah. Straight up.
See, they got to understand, if you're going to talk about biblical stuff, be biblical. And don't just be based on religion. Be faithful about it.
That's real.
Be faithful about that thing.
That's real.
It's a man and a woman. The father shall leave the man shall leave his mother and father. See, people get it wrong. A man should leave his mother. No, that ain't what it said. Now,
Right.
see, when you read the word, don't add on and don't take nothing away.
Yeah.
Read it like it said. It said a man should leave his father, then his mother.
Yeah.
Hmm?
All right.
Okay.
Straight up.
And clean
All right.
to
Yo,
his
take
good
heed.
thing. To his good thing.
Yeah.
He didn't say everybody else thing. His good thing. Because if a man find a wife, he obtained favor with God now.
Okay.
And he got to find her.
Okay.
Don't go out there and look for everything now, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Just letting you know.
All right. Hey, preaching now. Okay. So how did the relationship that you had with your dad and with the other men that helped to raise you, how did those relationships help you when you had your own children? How did that affect the way that you fathered your children?
Just looking back of how my uncle treated me as well as his children.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't treat us differently.
Yeah.
Even though I was a nephew.
Mm-hmm.
Even though your granddaddy CB, I was just like a outside son.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't treat me different from Ed or Duke.
Mm-hmm.
Greenie, your granddaddy Greenie. Even though I was like an outside son, he didn't treat me no different from Ed and Duke, your dad. Same way. Mr. Douglas, he had children, but everybody that come through that cafeteria, he was like a son to him.
Yeah.
These men, that's what I'm talking. We had men then.
Yeah.
We had men then. They didn't care who child you were. C.A. Hawkins, forgive me. C.A. Hawkins was another one.
Mm-hmm.
One of the first pro athletes to ever leave Hawthorne.
Yeah.
Huh? Always a man. Hey, that little Tatum. Hey, you all right? Yeah, always, man. Them were real men though. They wasn't scared to tell you nothing. And they were crazy about my brother Reggie.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man. If Reggie, man, say he finna dab on the thing, they got a tambourine up under the kitchen.
Yeah.
I'm saying they were crazy about my brother Reggie. But those men right there, man, you know, and see, when I had my son, see, I was 19 when my son was born, and turned 20 the next month and stuff. But at 8:03 a.m., because nobody had to tell me what I had. I was there.
Yeah.
See, back then it was a mama's baby and a daddy's baby. You know how they want to skip out on the mom thing. My mama and my uncle and all my dad who told me, you get one, that's yours.
Yeah.
That's yours. And not one day did I never say he wasn't mine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was 19 years old when I had my son.
All right.
Yes, sir. And I love it. And then Pick and Save was open.
Yeah.
Air fryer morning. Yes, sir. Man, I had him built up like a star already. Yeah. I love my child. I love both of them, but you know, he was the first one, 9/8/83 at 8:03 a.m.
Right.
Yes, sir.
What was that feeling like when you first found out that you was about to have a child?
Ooh, man, you know the fellas, you want to like the little big dog ride the tire, everybody always stuff like this. Tater finna have a baby, and, you know, like that little tater bread and all this, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I was kind of excited, you know, but when that moment came, man, you know, it was like tears of joy, you know, and I got to thank my sister-in-law, Irish Ivy. She was right there, man. We was there, and the doctor brought him out, right? And so, you know, the baby was so white looking, you know what I'm saying? What baby that is, you know? She brought the baby up to her. I said, no, that ain't ours right there. She said, is this the Williams baby? He got his little hand doing like he reaching from me. I said, oh boy, he is a pink one, ain't it? So, but you know, it was tears of joy. Actually, it was, you know, man, man, you know, and right now today, I thank God for him, man. He about 6'3", 270 right now.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that joker.
Yeah, he's a big one.
Now.
He's a big one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's a big one. And a clown, too.
Yeah. Man, yeah, I one day I gotta get TJ on him.
Yeah, please,
I
man.
gotta get
That's him, man.
So, what is one of the most important lessons that you learned from fatherhood? What is fatherhood? One of the most important things fatherhood has taught you?
Not right.
Yeah.
And everything you do is not right. And I'm a firm believer now as I've gotten older. You can't provoke them, man. You can't provoke them because some of us as parents, you know, we tend to want to ride them a little too much.
Yeah.
You know, when you should be pulling the reins back and say, okay, I understand. I was that age too.
Yeah.
So let me pull the reins back a little bit and just, hey, son, you know, I know everything was a little rough today, so, you know, I got your back and stuff like that. If I had to do that again, just a few things I would pull back on. But other than that, I was on him more.
Yeah.
And he thanked God for me. That's why he's tough as he is today.
Yeah.
And stuff, you know, but that would be one of the things, you know, you got to see what it is about men. We don't want to show other men love.
Yeah.
We don't want to tell them we love them. Or either if we tell them that, they think we mushy. Man, ain't nothing funny about me.
Yeah.
Not even my laugh sometimes. I'm just, I love you. You know, that's what it is. You my seed, and I love you. You know, you come from me. So I love you. That's what I want to tell you. You know, and it's keep things in perspective. And that's what you need to tell your son and your daughters. The same thing. You love them, but ease back a little bit. Don't provoke them to where they get to the point where they want to be hating you. They don't want to do nothing for you. They don't want to be around you. You say, I could go to an old folks home right now. You know, they wouldn't want to be around me. But the love that I showed them, hey, look at her. My little shorty down there, boy, she ready to ride or die anytime. Yeah. For me. For daddy, who? Look at, and she will bust the move now. Yeah. I'm still praying for her. Little shorty will bust the move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, and that's so real because
yeah.
When I posted that one thing I posted on Facebook yesterday, like I just really be, you know, I'm very self-conscious, you know.
Yeah.
I know I be on my children, you know, at times, and a lot of times I be mad with them. But sometimes I don't even necessarily be mad with them.
Yeah.
And that's what I have to realize.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't even be mad with my children. Yeah. I just be mad with myself at times. Or I be mad with other things.
And they get it.
And they get it because they right there. So it take for them to do the slightest thing, and then I snap.
Yeah.
And then I'll keep going on and on and on. Sometimes I'll tell them something, and then they understand it. But I keep going. And I'm trying to get a reaction out of them because I'm already upset.
To that level.
So, and then I have to really just stop myself like, man, I'm tripping.
Yep.
You know, like, this ain't like, what example am I setting for my children? You know, like, especially for my son. Yeah. You know, because I be on his behind. And so, example, like yesterday, you know, he was mad about something. A couple times yesterday, he got upset, and he just went to raging. Yeah. And I wanted to get on him. Yeah. Boy, stop doing that. Don't. Yeah. And I said, man, you know what? I just picked him and hugged him. What's wrong with you, man? You all right? Everything good? He just crying. Oh, I'm just mad. I'm just like, Just calm down,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Let
Just
him get
calm
it out.
down.
Yeah, let him get it out. That's what the thing. You see, and one thing I had back then, because of some of the things you witnessed too back then. You think you just always got to be tough and macho with your young men in your life and stuff. Man, you don't have to be that way. See, and like I said, back then, if I had to do some things, that's what I would pull back on me. Because I mean, if I ever wanted a son, with great awareness and ability to get out and get it, I have that.
Yeah.
So I know he had to be watching me do things because he always seen his daddy going to work, getting up, I going to church and stuff, and he had occasionally back in the day, I used to be chief of a tribe. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, sir. He have seen that. But I tried to keep it away from him, but he have seen, because, he always peeping out the window or something like that. I got my little homies over, we chilling and, and stuff like that. But, that would be the desired thing I would do, would just pull the reins back sometime and just show them love, especially the guys, man.
That's real.
The guys.
That's real, man. What would you say is one of the biggest differences with raising a son and raising a daughter? How did you differentiate, the way, or did you, was there a difference? Or
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I let her get away with a lot of stuff I truly didn't let him do.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was totally a big difference. And, things I would get him for, I would let her get away with.
Yeah.
And things I didn't do with him, I have done with her.
Yeah.
And stuff, and it's totally different raising a daughter, but you got to be stern, and learning from that, you got to be stern with the both of them, and you got to treat them equally.
Yeah.
You can't give her the edge, and you can't give him the edge. You got to be straight down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it got to be.
That's real.
Yeah, that's how it got to
real.
be, and I did that. And I think my daughter got one popping, not a whooping.
Yeah.
One popping for me, and I went in the closet and cried. I'm serious.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I went in the closet and cried.
Yeah.
Told her mama to my, you big Negro, you in the closet crying. I said, shut up, girl. I had to hit my baby. And there it was, boy, man. Yeah, man. She had me wrapped around her finger for a while, but daddy. Now I see clearly now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but see that's real.
Yeah.
Cause see, I don't think that was anything. I don't think I ever had to really truly deal with that.
Yeah.
Because I had a daughter first, and then I had my son.
Oh, okay.
Then I had another daughter. So my son is my middle child.
Yeah.
And I think that helps me because I was the middle child.
Okay.
I was the middle between. I'm my dad's middle child and my mom's middle child.
Wow.
My mom had 3 children.
Yeah, right.
I was in the middle, and then my dad got 8. So I'm right there in the middle of the 8.
I didn't know, bro. I had to keep on rolling the ball.
Yes, sir.
My Lord.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So, and I always felt left out.
Mhm.
I always felt like nobody didn't care about me.
Yeah.
That's how I grew up feeling. I felt like, man, nobody don't care nothing about what I got going on.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I felt like that's how I was treated. I don't think it was anything intentional,
Right.
but that's how I felt,
Mhm.
And as I grown old, I understand it now. My oldest brother,
Yeah.
Ron
Yeah.
is my dad's oldest child and my mom's oldest child.
Sure is.
My little brother, Imp, from my mom,
Mhm.
Imp is his dad's oldest child
Right.
and my mom's baby.
Wow.
So, I mean, they both got this attention
Yeah. That you didn't get.
I always felt like I didn't get, and I felt like I got in trouble because of it. Was just I dealt with that, and so I always told myself, especially when it comes to my son, I don't ever want him to feel like that. I don't ever want him to feel left out or feel like I'm picking on him or getting on him more than what I get on them.
Yeah.
Especially with him having 2 sisters, so I understand the dynamic of where he is. So I'm always conscious of. I be on this behind, but I
Yeah.
make sure like, man, let me make sure I'm
Yeah, don't overdo it.
I can't overdo it with him.
Yeah.
And then I can tell, I think he's gonna be more of an introvert.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he got that trait, I think, from my wife.
Yeah.
You know, my daughters, they're like real deal.
Yeah.
They got more of my personality.
Yeah.
But he's more of like, you know, he'll
Yeah.
be up and
Yeah.
going now. He energetic, but he just, I can tell, you know, when he does something, he know he be done did wrong.
Mm-hmm. He back off.
He kinda, so I try to make sure he gets that love and make sure that he don't feel like, oh well, you let them get away with stuff that. Nah, I tell him what, I'm gonna get on all that behind. Ain't nobody getting away with nothing.
Yeah,
That's
my only regret right there.
Yeah.
That's my only regret. She got away with a lot more than he did, and he reminded my dog that used to kill me, and I did. But you know, man, just thinking back over, that's the only regret I would have. You know, I let her get away with a little more than I let him do.
That kind of goes into my next question. I was gonna ask you, what is one area that you believe that you could be better in your parenting?
I have a stepson that I deal with and stuff, and I think he really thinks I don't like him or love him, but I've been in his life since he was 6 years old. He's 22 now.
Yeah.
You know, I think I've been really only the male figure to try to show him, son, you can't lay in the bed all day. You got to get up, do something. Get up and go, clean up around the house. Crank up the lawnmower, stuff like that. Things like that. But when you got a lot of outside interference, especially if it's a stepchild.
Yeah.
It always gonna be some interference. So, I've been trying to pull the reins back and let him see from a perspective of where I am too. Because I've known you since you was 6, and the people that interfere in it, where have they been?
Yeah.
Those 18 plus years or so, where have they been? It's it have its goods and bads. What you have to do is just back off and let God handle the situation, because He can handle it better than you can.
Yeah.
So that's how I look at that one.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up. If there's one thing that you want your kids to remember about you, like what would be that one thing, like when you gone, what you want your kids to always remember about you?
Dad instilled in us the work ethic. Nothing's going to be given to you. Always stick to your faith. Don't worry about religion. Just faith, because faith, that's what moves things. Faith moves God, not religion.
Straight up.
And continue to have your faith and remember the things that I taught you. Just be kind, be humble to people, treat people like you want to be treated, because you never know who you know, and you never know the hand that you may need to feed you.
All right.
Remember those.
That's
just
real.
like that.
That's real.
Yep.
That's real. Hey, y'all listen to that now.
Yep.
Uncle ain't just talking.
Yep.
That's real talk.
Yep.
How did you balance your time between family, work, and everything else that you had going on in your life? As you were coming up as a father, how did you keep that balance?
And it was super hard back then, because I was working full time, and my children's mother, she was working. Then we had Junior. He was in football from 7 all the way up to 16 when he got in high school, and we rode every Saturday. We had him in football. We had Coach Johnny Brown, man, and every time we played, we were champions. And we had to travel. We was always going. We were Timbercar Conference champions and stuff. But we always get to the championship game, and something happened. We just couldn't bring the championship home back then. But then once he was in that, then we got Ladrilla. She was the mascot before she came cheerleader. Then we got. We had no Saturdays and stuff, man. We was just always on the run. Then Sundays was our church day and stuff, man. And then we get a vacation. We say we go on vacation, man. We got whole compassion loaded up in the van. Everybody gone. We going to Daytona, man. You know, we still had a beach house down there. We would stay a week and stuff, man. People just when you're good and honest and pure with people, that gravitates people to you and stuff. And I mean, people would easily gravitate to us, man. I mean, they just love our family. Before the bishop died, man, that was one of the greatest mentors I ever had in my life. As a man of God.
Yeah.
You know, living by what he's saying. Not just telling you what he's saying. He was living by what he's saying. You know, you would see that. And I don't care where he saw me. He would always acknowledge me. I try to ease in the church, ease out. Brother Williams, he'll put me on speaker. Brother Williams, let me holler at you real quick and stuff. Or either he had a little side door.
Yeah.
I done got around to the side door. He'd be standing right there. How you doing? Brother? Let me pray for you and your family and stuff like that. And stuff. And I think the worst thing I ever had to do in my life, and it hurts me, I told this man I wasn't confessing to be saved no more. And I thought I saw a tear come out of his eye. He said, bro, no, let me talk to you, bro. He said, just take some time, but don't tell me that right now. And I told him, Pastor, I'm not. He was still a pastor then. I said, I'm not confessing to be saved anymore, Pastor. And I think I heard his heart. That's my namesake and stuff. And when I did that, it kind of like started going downward for me a little bit and stuff, but I still remember the words of what he always said, I'm praying for you, man. And it seemed like I was telling my sister the other day, it's so profound that I was laying in the bed and I was kind of like sick and stuff, but it seemed like I felt his spirit come lay beside my bed. I was in a hospital setting and I was right there in the room. But it showed me I was in a hospital setting where he came and prayed for me, man, and I've been up ever since. See, that's to tell when the spirits are truly connected to God. And I mean, I got up, I've been up pretty much, man, because like I said, and people out there that's thinking this COVID is not real, I'm a living witness, I'm a testimony. My brother's is on a ventilator right now. My first cousin is on a ventilator right now. They just rushed my niece to the hospital. This is no game. This is your life. This is your family's life. Please, if you don't take anything else from me, social distance, wear your mask, and think about people other than yourself. This is real. This is not a game. This is life and death. And once you're gone, you're gone. And if you go for ignorance, the lake of fire, you're going to lift up your eyes. Now, you can believe that if you want. Thank you for that. I just had to go there because this ain't no game, man.
Yeah.
It's not a game, bro.
Yeah.
That ain't hurt, man. I mean, man, I couldn't taste. I couldn't eat 4-5 days. I went to the ER twice. They just run the same test on me. It ain't getting real. I had acid reflux so bad, no, I couldn't breathe. I had to just to get my breath throw up. Just to breathe, man. Could have been gone. Yeah. And they still like want to party, lottie-dottie like it ain't nothing. Man, this generation here, I, for the life of me, I cannot understand, but it's already written. So once I start, reading again, it gave me a refocus. Now I went back, I opened my word back up. Yeah. It gotta happen. It gotta happen. Straight up. This is another cleansing, but people don't see it. It's another cleansing. But the way some people can save themselves from that, if they just be obedient. See, a lot of people don't want to be obedient. They'll sacrifice a lot of stuff, but he want obedience. Huh? Straight up. He want obedience, and we don't want to do that. Like you tell your child, hey, I need you to sit down now. You'll sacrifice for a few minutes. Yeah. But you're going to get up and start doing something else again. You ain't going to be obedient and just sit there until I tell you to move. Thank you. I'm sorry, Neil.
No, that's real.
I'm sorry, man. that thing touched me deep, man, because, you know, my brother's fighting, man. And I want them to come through because we got some unfinished business we need to do.
Straight up.
As a family, as a whole. Family, you know, that's what God is wanting families to come back together. People want to read what Chronicles, what 7:14 is. They want to read it. They want to read that, but do you want to really obey that?
Mm-hmm.
Huh? He'll heal it.
Straight up.
He'll heal it. But we ain't turning from nothing.
All right.
What we turning from?
All right. Nothing.
What we turning from? Because soon as we get out there, what it is, man, there's too many families, bro. And I gotta say it. There's too many families. We got too many knives in each other's back.
Mm-hmm.
Family members,
Straight up.
friends, loved ones. We say we love you. Soon as you walk out that door, come on, man, ask me for the money.
All right.
Huh? But see, and then the thing about it, you know, this is what gets to me too. And I always never turn, you know, you just laugh at me when I say this. Huh? If you need anything, let me know. If I ain't working, ain't got no job. Why I gotta let you know I need something? Why I gotta let you know I ain't working.
Yeah.
I ain't got no job. But I got let me know.
Yeah.
Okay. I got to do the Jeopardy song. Do 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 do. Woo, woo, do, do, do. Oh, he ain't got no job. He ain't working. Oh, he don't need nothing, I guess.
Yeah.
What? Where's the sense in that?
Mm-hmm.
But then, if you go to him and say you need something, oh man, I thought I had it, man, but I had to give it to somebody else. You got it though.
Yeah.
But if I needed something,
Yeah.
let you know.
All right.
Okay.
And see, I think that's funny because I was just talking with a friend yesterday, and it's a guy I've known for about 10 years, and you know, we had this same conversation, and I always tell him, you know, I always told him, bruh, listen, if you need it, well, you gotta open your mouth.
Yeah.
Because if you come to me and I got it, bro, listen, I got you. And he know how real it is.
Yeah.
Anytime you ever hit me, if I got it,
Yeah, you can get it.
bro, you got that. You know, and I was telling him, you know, I think a lot of people ain't like him because he at least open his mouth and he'll be like, hey, bro, listen, I got this going on. Boom, boom, he'll let me know what he got going on. And if I ain't got it, I'll let him know, hey, bro, listen, right now, I ain't got it.
Right.
You know, but
and that's real. That's real.
You know, and like I was telling him yesterday, I'm like, you know, sometimes I honestly don't.
Yeah.
Like, for real. Like, I got a wife.
Exactly.
Got children.
Yes, sir.
Like,
And bills.
Bills.
Yes, sir.
But I'm like, anytime you ever came to me and I gave it to you, bro, I promise I had it. Like,
Exactly.
I had it.
Yeah.
And going forward, same thing, bro. You know, and he just telling me how much he appreciated me, man.
See, that's
and,
real.
And that's how I always looked at it, like, you know. And I think what happens is when people say what you saying, people don't be meaning that stuff, man.
No.
And because people are, most people, a lot of, I ain't gonna say most, just some people are only worried about themselves and what they have going on, and it's sad to say it, man.
Yeah.
In the
But
church,
it's the
man.
truth.
In the church.
Stop it. I'll wait for you to go there.
Man,
I'll wait for you to go there.
it's a sad thing, bro.
wait
I
for
don't
you to
want to
go there.
get too deep into the,
But, hey,
but it's real.
You got to call it what it is. You know, in today's, you know, the reason why we see so many churches, everybody trying to get a church. Nobody want to wait anymore. See, nobody want to be obedient. You can't just go run and learn a few sermons, quote a couple of scriptures, then you want to be an apostle and a bishop in 2 weeks.
No.
Go online and get you a bishop license and all that.
No.
You can't do that. You have to wait. It's a process to everything. Just like you make process to make meat, process to make juice and stuff like that. It's a process.
Straight up.
Because whoever God called, he already gonna have you anointed
Straight up.
and appointed.
Straight up.
And he know where to send you.
Straight up.
See, that's nobody wants to wait anymore. Everybody want to be Bishop Mumumu. Everybody want to be Evangelist Doo. Oh, excuse me, hallelujah. But everybody want a title. See, that's what it is. These titles, man. The only title Larry would want, quote me on this, is well done, my good and faithful servant. That's the only title I want, where I can walk on in. And they ain't gonna help me just because I got to be done some other things too.
Straight up.
Just to get that title.
That's real. That's
See
real.
what I'm saying? Everybody want these name calling. And you notice how foolish we done got, man, in these church services. Now when people walking in, you in the middle of prayer, they'll stop a prayer just because somebody walking in because his name Bishop Mama. Huh? Man, they ain't studying him. Yeah. And the Lord, thank you, Lord, for having me to be here one more time. Yeah. Man, go ahead on. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah. You did it, Jesus. Because this man ain't got no hell in the hell to put me in.
Straight up.
And people think to realize this, man, we cater to people too much now.
Way too much.
We cater to people, and what's happening now is God is beginning to start pulling cover. Now, I'm thankful I'm still in the number, but did you see when this COVID first started out, how many bishops and all that left him? Yeah. Don't play with him like that. You ain't above him.
Oh, that's real.
You ain't above him. That's because your name, because they having some kind of big elaborate thing and your name on the road. Like you Elvis Presley or somebody. Elvis died too. Yeah. Huh? Y'all ain't better than God. And y'all better stop. I'm telling y'all better stop that foolishness out there. These churches. Because if you're preaching Jesus, you wouldn't have that many churches out there. Yeah. If you preaching Jesus,
talk about it.
You ain't gonna have that many churches out there. Huh?
Talk about it. Wow.
You got a church for everything. Church for your foot, church for your hand, the head doctor foot church, and all this stuff, man. Come on, man. Yeah. How many churches could you have? Yeah. How many churches could you have? This real talk. You don't need all them churches. Preach Jesus. Yeah. Preach Jesus, and I guarantee you everybody understands what you're saying if you're preaching it correctly. That's why I study the word to show thyself approved. And then you ain't got to worry about if nobody trying to throw no stuff in there, no curves and all that stuff. Yeah. You always got a bat to knock it right back out of the park. Yeah. If you're reading yourself.
Straight up.
Huh? Put it on that.
That's real.
Put it on that.
That's real.
Amen.
All right, now y'all. We on Dad Can We Talk?
Believe that. I'm going to give it to you.
Giving it to you. And it's real. You know? We can go on this subject right here. It's
real. You got to be real about it, man.
Listen, we can go on this subject right here, and we'll have a whole other thing, you know. But we're going to leave it like this right here.
Yes.
Study your word for yourself. I ain't saying don't go to church and don't listen to others. And I'm just saying don't believe everything that come out of somebody else's mouth. You must go and study the word for yourself. Amen. Get an understanding for yourself, because at some point you ain't gonna have anybody else to stand on. Especially us fathers out here. We ain't gonna always be able to depend on another man. Amen. Sometimes our wife need to hear from us. Amen. Our children needs to hear from us. Yes. We must be able to understand, because this society ain't gonna teach us the truth. That's right. And most churches, they ain't gonna teach you the truth. They're not going to give you what you really need to be knowing. So in order for you to get that understanding, you must go seek for yourself. Yes. You know, so we're going to leave it at that. Yes. But y'all, please, if y'all hearing this and you listening, please take heed when it comes to that area, man. Amen. Study the word for yourself. Don't let no man try to convince you of what the word say. Everything that man say, you go behind him and go study that and confirm it for your own understanding. Amen.
That's well said, nephew. Well said.
Yeah, we're going to leave it at that, because, boy, we get on that there.
Hey, it was getting hot there.
We might not come back from real. But, man, I wanted to ask you about marriage, man. What tips can you give concerning marriage?
First and first, in a marriage, you got to be considerate, man. You got to be considerate. And just because we're the male, don't mean we have to be dominant.
Okay. Straight up.
I love you. You love Lecrae.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed.
Yeah.
But I love Lecrae too.
Yeah.
He got that one song I love. I can play the background.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah.
I let you lead.
Yeah.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
I can play the background.
Yeah.
I like being in the background myself. I ain't never want to be in the forefront, but just because I happen to be a quarterback down the hall, I happen to be a nice shooting point guard and stuff down there, like this stuff, just athletic incline and stuff, make people laugh. I'll go to class clown and all this and all that kind of stuff, just that. But I can play the background and be just as content and stuff, and then that's what you can't be domineering in your marriage. You have to be able to listen and be trustworthy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
See, we want to be the man.
Mm.
We want to be the man now. But in the moment of trust, could they depend on us? That was a lot of ladies looking at.
Mm-hmm.
In the moment of truth, are you the truth?
Yeah.
The only way I can give it to you. And then a lot of us, just because we got this status and see, a lot of ladies are moved by money. But if you got a real, see, just like I said, ladies, I'm finna give you a difference now.
Okay.
Ladies are moved by money, but a woman is moved by the faith in you,
Yeah.
and the faith in God.
Yeah.
That's a woman.
Yeah.
And I choose a woman any day over a lady. Had them, been there, done that. Hey, played and been played. Got paid and laid. So right now, I mean, be gone. Be gone. Woman,
Yeah.
capital, all capitals, WOMEN. Bye. That's it.
Yeah.
It's a difference. They better pay a difference. Lady and a woman.
Yeah.
All right.
Straight up.
All right.
Straight up. Hey man, y'all got a woman out there, man. Y'all better take care of that woman.
Yes.
This is something that killed me, man. I can't understand for the life of me how a man finds a woman, respectful woman, beautiful woman,
Mm-hmm.
wise, and just
Mhm.
everything about this woman.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say this: black men, especially black
Yes.
men.
Yes.
Why do we do our women the way that we do them?
Yes.
All of these
Yes.
women, I mean, they'll give it all for us too.
Yes.
Why don't we treat our women the way that they deserve to be treated?
The masculinity thing of some. Now see, the aforementioned that I mentioned, the gentleman that I mentioned, the CAs and the CBs, the Larrys and Uncle Bennett's and all of them, they martyred themselves with their wives.
Yeah.
You saw them with their wives and stuff like that. And, right now we so masculine, man, we'll get out there, we'll be married, and then we want to have the other girl on the arm where everybody else can see us too. Are you total disrespect? You'll go right there to the woman's house while people looking, or either you'll leave your house, go stay 2-3 weeks, be gone. Everybody know you married, man. You'll leave your house 2-3 weeks, go stay somewhere else, getting babies everywhere else and stuff, and then you think this woman supposed to lay there and take you. You got someone to do that now.
Mm-hmm.
But they got to remember there's a thin line between love and hate. She will fool you one day. You'll be in the hospital bedding from feet to head.
Yeah.
In a state of shock. Just that much. You should have been dead.
Yeah.
Keep playing with her now. She keep being quiet. She might be holding something inside, and she gonna hurt you one day. I'm sorry, I had to. That's a real song now. Who don't play with it, man.
Yeah.
That's what we do. Us as black men have been there. We tend to play with the woman hard, and a woman is an emotional being, man.
Mm-hmm.
Very emotional. That's why when you see someone they'll cut you off, stab you, shoot you, and all that there, you been hurt her, man. She's hurt. She's emotionally scarred. See, some of us, we can take it, you know. If you got, you got some of us cuckoo too.
Yeah.
You know, because if she do it back to you, okay, just say some of them will shoot to kill a woman and the baby and everything.
Yeah.
But you got to put yourself in her positions too. See, that's why God made her just a little lesser, but she's not to be behind your back. She's to be on your side, man.
Straight up.
She's on your side. You know, don't put her behind you. She's on your side. That's why she said, I'll stand by your side.
Mm-hmm.
And see, that's what a lot of us want to put in the back. That's why a lot of us end up losing so much when we lose.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
Dang.
That's it, bro. That's why we lose so much, and that's why we can't take it. Especially, boy, it was a song back in the day that I think it was Gigolo Tony sung it. Talking about, please don't go. And he was talking about, talking about the girl, talking about, I'm the guy, you know. And then he seen, please don't go, please don't go. And then she talking about, dog, she walking by me, man, the bump done cleared up out her face. She looking better than she was with me.
Yeah.
And then she got her brother looking like who did it, who got away with it. But guess what? Who did it?
Yeah.
He did it just like he's supposed to do it, though.
Yeah.
And treated her like she's supposed to be treated.
Yeah.
Huh? I'm gonna pull that over one day for you.
Straight up.
That Gigolo Tony, please don't go hit it. Man, you gonna laugh. The song, you gonna laugh up something, man.
Yeah.
But it's real. It's real. It had him begging.
Yeah.
Cause he wanna come back. Yeah. But man, that's what we do. We disrespect them to the highest level, and then always every time we want them to say, baby, yeah, you can come on back. But man, women are some emotional beings,
Mm-hmm.
and you just can't keep playing with their emotions, man. Like I said, it's a thin line,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes you might be a flat line.
Yeah. All right. Play with it.
All right.
Man, what do you think is I always see this question floating around on social media. Why do you think marriages today don't last as long as marriages from the past?
No commitment. No commitment, no trust. Some of the people that get married because somebody told them y'all look good as a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Going by what the people say. You got to go by what you and your mate say and how y'all hard and if y'all really gonna be in this thing. Because you got to commit to this, man. I was in my first marriage for 18 years, and now I'm in this one here. This is number 11 for me. So
Yeah.
I'm not just don't get in just to get in.
Yeah.
You know, there's ups and downs, good and bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and right now, I'm truly, after the Lord laid me down on my back, I'm truly striving, man, let this be my last one. I'm like you.
Yeah.
Let be my last one. If death don't do it part, we ain't parting.
All right.
We ain't parting, man. We ain't parting. We ain't parting. I'm going to straighten me out and let the Lord work on you. Because, A, I can't do nothing. I can pray. But I'll let God handle that. I'm going to work on Larry. The one I'm looking at Larry in the mirror. I don't look at nobody. This another. You can't hide from yourself. Everywhere you go, there you are.
Straight up.
So if you work on you, God will take care of the rest because he bigger than us. He can do stuff like that. See, a lot of us want to be him and stuff. So then we get in the way and mess up stuff. Then we want to go back to him.
Mm-hmm.
Stay out the way. Let him do what he do, and then he'll take care of the rest. Just focus on you. Focus on you, and then everything else will take care of itself.
That's real.
Yes, sir.
That's real. Hey. So for all y'all that be asking that question out there on social media, you got your answer. No commitment. We need to focus on ourselves and build ourselves up.
Mhm.
So I think a lot of, and that goes for wives and husbands.
Yes.
A lot of people in marriages don't spend the time pointing the finger back to themselves.
Yes.
We always want to look at what our spouse ain't doing and what
Exactly.
what he did
Exactly.
and what she did and what
Exactly.
who said and what.
Exactly.
Focus on what you can do to make
Yes.
your marriage better.
Yes.
And like Unc said, once you start to do that, I guarantee you, I'm
Yes.
living proof of it.
Yes.
Living proof of it right
Yes.
now. You know, and still working to this day, continuing to work on myself.
Amen.
And as I'm working on myself and understanding what I can do to make my marriage better, my marriage is getting better.
Amen.
Every day, every
Amen.
week, every month,
You preaching.
I'm starting to see myself feel much better
Mhm.
about myself as a husband.
Mm-hmm.
I see my wife getting better. And especially as for us husbands out there, man. When you take the time to build your wife up, we always want to talk about them and, you know, what they ain't doing, how they might have let themselves go, whatever. Man, I guarantee if you affirm that woman,
yes, sir,
and you tell that woman how beautiful she is, and you don't just say that, but you show her these things, and you commit to that woman, and really show her how much you love her, man, that woman will. I got this from a movie, I think. It says, a woman is like a flower.
Yes, she is.
If you don't water a flower, what happens?
You're going to die.
You're going to die and wither away. That flower going to be ugly. You know? Going to be leaning to the side and brown and all type of, it's going to look bad. But if you take the time to nourish and water that flower and do what you're supposed to do,
put the nutrients and all that.
Man, that flower blooms.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Beautiful rooms. Look at my rose garden now.
Okay.
You see it?
Okay. Okay.
One song.
Yeah.
Find 100 ways.
Yeah.
Find 100 ways.
Yeah.
James Ingram.
Okay. Yeah.
Get some old school now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to teach him something.
Yeah.
Find 100 ways.
Okay.
Compliment what she does. Send her roses just because.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Man, y'all better get right. Y'all better take
heed.
it.
I'm glad about the game. No, I just play.
Man, I wanted to go here. What has grandfatherhood been like?
I'm waiting.
So you ain't got none yet.
I'm waiting. I told Larry the other day, I was messing with him. He was in the cold. I said, man, keep them twins right, bro, because, you know, I'm waiting, man. I mean, drill, what y'all gonna do?
Yeah.
What y'all gonna do? You know, I got some step grands and stuff, but they older and stuff, man. But I'm still waiting. I want to know that feeling. I want to know that feeling. TJ, drill.
Y'all better get right out there. My man say he waiting, man.
I'm waiting.
Y'all better quit playing out there, man. Come on now. Let's do this.
I'm waiting, man. I mean, I'm actually waiting, man. I'm waiting. I mean, I mess with him all the time, you know. I say, man, look at him, man. I'm about to bust 60, man. Look at him, man. What's up? What you waiting on?
Yeah.
Shoot.
Man. Because it's so funny, man. I be telling my daddy, I'm like, boy, you got some real deal. I think he got 3. Ron got 3.
Okay.
I got 3.
Okay.
Courtney got 1.
Okay.
That's 7. Monique got about 4, 5.
We got about 10, about 12 of them, boy.
That joker got some, boy.
Yeah, well, you know, now y'all should have been in the plumbing business. You know, boy, your granddad was pipe layer, boy, like, yeah. And you know, I call him real breaker, boy, because every time you get around him, man, he's gonna have you laughing, man. I said, man, I didn't bring my real cage thing today, man. And he go to talking, boy, man, look at him, boy. Well, I used to be a plumber back in the day, boy. I used to drag that road. I said, man, Green, I can't do it, man. Man, your granddaddy, man, he a classic comedian, man, for real. He is. He's a classic comedian.
Every time I see that joker, boy,
man, boy.
I say, man, they ain't messing with
you. Yeah, you can't, man. You better go. You better go quick because he get you there. That's it, man. You gonna leave there with reels hurting and everything. Yeah, but I love it though. I love it.
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to Granddaddy Greenie out there.
Yes, sir. And a big shout out to Ed Ray.
Yes,
happy
sir.
birthday to
happy
you, my
birthday,
brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, I want to go over these last 3 questions.
Okay, talk to me now. Talk to me.
What TV dad are you most like, and which one was your favorite?
Which TV dad? Huxtable, even the things that happen. I love what he actually stood for and what he was trying to do, especially during a time the show premiered.
Yeah.
And stuff, because we had none of that on television. You know, a true black father leadership role, and you know of how, even though it was kind of like upscale and stuff like that, I liked it that, and I pictured myself a little bit afraid.
Yeah.
Just being real and honest, cause I saw the struggle, coming up through the day with with Fred, with his son and stuff like that, and those are my TV dads right there that I would say that had an impact on me.
Yeah.
Hustable and Fred Sanford.
Yeah.
Even people, he made people laugh, but Fred was, even if people looked at some of the characters that he played in that and stuff, and it always come back to show love to Lamont, even in the end. He called him a big dunny and all that stuff, but he still came back to show him love in the end.
Every time.
And stuff like that. So, see, a lot of people just look at the show just for laughs. You gotta look at the picture for everything. And that's what it was to me. Yeah.
That's real. Man, one thing about it, boy, my Uncle Tyrone, Uncle
Yeah.
Tyrone loved him some dang on Fred Sanford,
Ooh, man, good Lord. And a shout out to him too, man.
Yeah, man.
That's one of my homies. He got me almost kicked out a couple times, but that's my homie.
Uncle T, man. Hey, boy.
Yes,
hey,
sir. We loving you, baby. We loving you.
Got 12 more months before he home, man.
Yeah,
So,
man, I love to see him, man.
I can't wait, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Shout out to Uncle T, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Knowing what you know now, what advice would you give to the 18-year-old Larry?
Be and firm in your commitment to whatever you commit to do. Also, humble, because as 18-year-olds now, and back then, man, we thought we was the essence.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell us nothing. We know everything and stuff, So right now, I would say you got to be in this generation and in this world now. You got to be more humble, and you got to be more knowledgeable of what's going on around you now.
That's real.
You definitely have to have that knowledge. You just can't jump out there and thinking you know everything. You got to let somebody be able to guide you, teach you, love on you, love back on them and stuff. And don't take everything for what it is. You know what I mean? And meaning, you can't take everything for what it is, because some people be trying to help you when you really think they're trying to tear you down. Then you got some people that are trying to tear you down that are really trying to hold you back. So that's why you got, like I'm saying, be knowledgeable and don't think everything it is what it is. That's why be aware, be knowledgeable. That's what I would truly be advised to basically any 18-year-old now.
Yeah.
Just be humble. Let somebody teach you something. You don't know everything. And the thing, I'm gonna touch it. I know you be getting close to the end. The thing that always bothered me is how people that never lived in your generation can tell you what went on and know more than you.
Yeah.
That been the life of me. I couldn't understand that. I was saying, really? I say, so, meaning tell me, so through the 60s, you know what I went through. The 70s, you know what I went through. When you say you were born, 95, what? Baby, I'm still older than you. Maybe you can talk to them. They can tell you what happened back there. But I mean, they really literally are getting mad at you and stuff and stop right, want to jump on you. I'm saying, this is a generation I come through, so I know what I'm talking about. So I don't know what all the hype about. So it behooves me, but hey man, you have to It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Straight up, man. If there's any father, if there's any father out there listening right now, what's one piece of advice you would give to that father if you had to give him one piece of advice right now concerning fatherhood?
Love you before you can love anybody else. Because if you don't love you, you can't love nobody else. It's hard. Because you spitting falsehood. You and I don't love me. And I'm looking at me every day. Love you. Make sure you got yourself in focus and in gear. Then you can love somebody else. Love yourself, black men. You are a king. That's what you were born to be. We are kings, but we don't treat ourselves as such. We let any little thing downgrade us. We let any little fad come and take us to the level that we're not. Pull up your pants. Huh? Show yourself strong. You ain't got to be out there putting rings on everything. That don't make you a man. It don't make you a father either. Being a true committed man is being committed to yourself first and your family. And loving yourself, then you can love your family.
That's real.
Mm-hmm.
That's real, man.
That's what a man is.
That's real.
Yep.
And that's coming from the mouth of an OG, man.
Yep.
So for y'all out there listening, I pray that y'all take heed, because I know everybody excited, about it being a new year, and everybody's talking about what 2020 was and wasn't and this and that. Man, I'm telling y'all, it's only gonna get realer.
Yes.
Biblically,
Yes.
which I believe,
Yes.
it ain't gonna get no better, man. And that's just me being frank and blunt. If we're not preparing ourselves and our families for what is to come, we will be failing our families, man.
Amen.
We'll be failing our wives, our children, and all the other people that's following behind us, man. If we're not preparing ourselves for what's coming, we're doing a disservice to our family.
Yes.
So I just pray, man, that as y'all are listening to this podcast, I want this podcast to be something where y'all see real deal fathers
Yes.
who are doing everything that they can. We ain't no perfect men. We're not perfect
That's
fathers.
correct.
That ain't what Dad Can We Talk is about. Dad Can We Talk is about real fathers.
Yes.
Who understand their downfalls and mistakes, who understand that we're not perfect,
Amen.
but we're striving every day to be better than what we were yesterday.
Amen.
And we're going to surround ourselves with other men and fathers who can keep us uplifted, because times are going to get harder.
Yes. Yes, it is. Yes,
And
it
I'm going
is.
to tell y'all like this. The government don't care nothing about us.
Believe that. They showing you.
These people don't care nothing about us.
They showing you.
And
that.
for black people out there, if we're not standing together, and we must know who we are. We gotta know who we are.
Yes.
If we don't understand our identity and why we experience all the things that we're experiencing right now, we will be destroyed.
Yes. We gonna perish.
We gonna perish for that lack of knowledge.
Yep.
And I just wanted to put that out there, because I don't know. This could be the last time y'all ever hear from me. Who knows? We don't know. No man know the day or the hour when he gonna take his last breath. So
but we praying that it won't be.
praying it ain't gonna be,
Yes.
God forbid that.
Amen.
But I just want to put that out there, so just in case someone is listening, man, I just pray that y'all take heed, man. That take every day, and treat it as if it's your last.
Amen.
Make sure you're doing the necessary things to prepare yourself and your family for what is to come. And y'all continue to stay tuned. Y'all continue to keep your eyes open, keep your ears open.
Yes.
Go research, study, understand. Get it. The word says, "In all y'all getting understanding."
Yes.
Please,
Yes.
please, man,
Yes.
please.
And lean not to your own.
Please do not.
Lean not unto your own. Acknowledge his ways, and he will direct your path.
That's real.
See, but you got to acknowledge first, though. If you don't acknowledge, you don't need no direction, I guess.
That's real.
Mhm.
That's real, man.
Okay.
So, hey, we gonna end it there, man.
Yes,
So
sir.
y'all continue to stay tuned, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
man.
Thank you. And Father of the Year, y'all. This
Yeah.
is Father of the Year. Anthony Ray.
Yeah,
Father of the Year.
yeah,
All right?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
yeah.
All right. All right.
Man, it's all love.
Yes, sir.
Y'all continue to stay tuned, like we say, man. This will be posted out on the podcast, so you can find this on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, Bullhorn. You can catch it on the website www.dadcanwetalk.com. All the episodes are streaming on that website, so y'all continue to stay tuned, man. We appreciate y'all. We out.